All right, this is quarter 3, quiz 3 review for U.S. history. So we're on question 20. This was when we started talking about the causes of World War II. So we have the headline refers to the events December 7th, 1941, Japanese attack U.S. base in Hawaii. So that would be Pearl Harbor. Germany and Italy eventually declare war on us after we declare war on Japan. How did the United States immediately respond to these events? What are we thinking? We did not invade Japan. This is talking about immediately. And we joined the Allies. We joined Britain, Soviet Union to fight against the Axis powers. These are the Axis powers. All right. Prior to U.S. entry into World War II, Congress passed the Cash and Carry in 1939. That's when World War II starts, and the Lend-Lease Act, 1941. These foreign policies showed the United States was doing what? So we're giving guns, supplies to our allied friends. We start off neutral and we start moving towards this. So we're definitely not becoming more isolated. We're not giving weapons and supplies to the Axis powers. And we're not trying to contain communism yet. That's the Cold War. The answer is A. We're slowly becoming drawn into the war in Europe. All right. How did President Roosevelt's Four Freedoms speech help to convince Americans that the United States needed to prepare for World War II? So it says, in the future days which we seek to make secure, we look forward to a world founded upon four essential human freedoms. The first, freedom of speech everywhere in the world. Second, freedom of person to worship God in his own way everywhere in the world. The third is freedom from want everywhere in the world. And the fourth is freedom from fear everywhere in the world. So how is this speech trying to convince Americans we need to prepare for war? He's definitely not talking, he's talking about freedoms all around the world, so he's not talking about our freedom has little to do with the rest of the world. He's discussing that our freedoms are linked to the freedoms of other people. How are we getting that from the text? Because it's saying world here, everywhere in the world. All right, the timeline below identifies Nazi conquests in Europe. We talked a lot about this. We watched some videos on this. We read some sources on this. So 1938 to 1940, the Nazis take Austria, the Sudetenland, Czechoslovakia, then they invade Poland. This is when World War II starts. They take Denmark, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Norway, and France once the war begins. How did the political philosophy of fascism contribute to the results shown in the timeline? So the Nazis were fascists. They believed in rebuilding their military, a strong dictatorship, using propaganda and fear. But this is all conquests. So what are we thinking? You can only conquer people with your military. So the glorifying military achievements. Okay, question 24. Which of the following were leaders of totalitarian governments except, so which of the following, A, B, C, or D, which leader was not a totalitarian dictator? Well, Benito Mussolini was the first fascist dictator. Joseph Stalin was the communist dictator of the Soviet Union. And Hideki Tojo was the military minister of Japan. So the only one that was democratically elected was Winston Churchill, and he was one of our strongest allies in World War II. And that's it for your quiz 3 review. Good luck.